Steeda jacking rails for S550 and of course S650 Mustang. We're going to be covering our full length and low profile jacking rails. Product review, installation, let's get to it. Steeda jacking rails fitting your 2015 to 2024 Plus Mustang. We have two examples of the jacking rails sitting in front of me today, the full length up front and our low profile in the back. These are two great options for you if you're looking to swap wheels and tires out for summer and winter, you like to do your own oil changes or tire rotations, or you're trackside and looking to swap from your street tires to your track tires. Regardless, it saves your pinch welds and gives you a nice large area to get that jack under the car, the side of the car up in the air. Do what you need to do, back down and out and rolling. In terms of which jacking rails for you, it purely is up to your discretion. We have the full length up front, which gives you a wider area to jack from front to rear, but usually if you're in the middle, you can jack up both sides and do what you need to do, both front and rear on that side of the vehicle. Or our low profile jacking rails, which protrude about an 1/8 inch below the pinch weld, again saving your pinch welds from surface rust or any nicks that may happen from you using your jack repeatedly on the side of the car. If you're the kind of enthusiast that likes working on your own car, whether it's oil changes, tire rotations, brake pads, you name it, in your own garage, the jacking rails are a perfect handy tool to help you get the job done that much easier while protecting your pinch welds in the process. The best part is that they do work perfectly with our IRS subframe braces, so you don't need to worry about any compatibility issues there. And then the third set of jacking rails that we don't have on the table today, but again are very similar to the two in front of us, are specifically for convertibles. Because of the additional bracing that those convertibles have from the factory, our jacking rails are a slightly different length, but again the same process for installation and the same features and benefits for those cars as well. And as always, these Steeda manufactured parts have a limited lifetime warranty as they are manufactured right here in our Valdosta, Georgia manufacturing facility. If you have any issues going forward, please do not hesitate to reach out to our customer service team as we'll be happy to help you. If weight is of concern for those track guys out there and you still want the benefits of having jacking rails on your vehicle, the full length is the way to go because they are the lightest at 11.6 pounds. The low profiles are 12 pounds, as well as the convertible jacking rails are 12 pounds as well. Installation itself couldn't be easier. If you have an S550, you don't have those belly pans to worry about, but if you have an S650 2024 Plus Mustang, we're going to show you in this installation right now on how to take care of those belly pans while installing those jacking rails. Here are the tools required for installation. Start by getting your car up in the air. There are 5 7mm bolts on the outside that need to be removed. We need to trim a bit to get access to these bolts. Hold up the jacking rail to the frame. The side with the holes close together will face forward. The longer side goes on the driver's side, the shorter side goes on the passenger side. Mark a small distance in front of the hole where the panel flattens out. A crayon is great for this. Leave enough room up front to fit the rail flush against the frame, again far back enough to where the panel flattens out. Get some metal snips and make the cut. The tighter the tolerance on the cut, the better the airflow under the car will be. As always, measure twice and cut once. You can fit the jacking rail up into place and cut away more as needed. Remove the 2 bolts holding the bracket up front. Then we'll reinstall 2 of the 7mm bolts that are towards the front of the vehicle. The other 3 will not be used. Get the included hardware through the jacking rail and you can use a socket to thread it in place. Get them all hand tight first. Then tighten all of them to 45 foot-pounds. And then use the supplied caps to cover the holes, and then you can repeat the process on the other side and your installation's complete. Now you know how to install the jacking rails on the S650 Mustang. The S550 is even easier to install because you don't have those belly pans in the way. But again, you do not need to remove all those fasteners to get the belly pan out of the way on these 24s. You just take off the 5 up front and put the jacking rail into place, which pinches the belly pan against the car. In terms of which jacking rail is for you, whether it's low profile or full length, really is up to you. Obviously, the full length is a little bit lighter, so if weight is of the essence for your build, that's the way to go. Or the low profile, which gives you a little bit more clearance, which makes it easier not only for the floor jack to find the jacking rail, but also protecting your pinch welds in the process. One thing to note is if you are using our jacking rails, it is a textured black, super durable powder coated finish, but you want to make sure on your floor jack it's not metal on metal with the jacking rails. Get yourself a pad to put on top of your floor jack. That way you protect the finish of the jacking rail for years to come. Be sure to hit us up at Steeda.com for all of your 2024 S650 Mustang performance part needs, and comment below and let us know what other 2024 Mustang part videos you want to see right here on the Steeda YouTube channel. Be sure to hit that like, subscribe, the notification bell, and don't forget the most important thing, speed matters.